everybody. So today is Monday, January 15th. Happy Monday. I am trying to make Mondays my weigh-in days for you guys. I do weigh myself throughout the week. I have a little bit of an obsession with that. Not the best obsession, but an obsession. I guess a little bit of backstory. I have a lot of medical issues, and it does make things really hard for me to do just normal stuff throughout the day. Sometimes it's really hard to get out of bed, which I'm trying to push through. It's not that easy, but I'm in physical therapy. I'm seeing doctors. But 5 years ago, when I had met my husband, I had just been diagnosed with fibromyalgia not long before that. And I had my first appointment with a rheumatologist. That rheumatologist and I worked really hard to try and get medications that work for me because I was in a lot of pain. We found out I had fibromyalgia because we thought there was a blood clot in my lungs because I couldn't breathe without screaming. My rheumatologist said that that was costochondritis, which is essentially like the cartilage that connects my ribs to my sternum were inflamed and it made it hard to breathe. I get those, I don't want to say all the time. It's definitely a lot less frequently than it used to be, but those are like my extreme case flare-ups. Usually it's just like my pain in a lot of parts of my body that makes most of my days so difficult. But that's how it started. The not being able to breathe is what really kind of set me down that path to getting it checked out and then getting diagnosed. So after like a bunch of different medications, we finally came to these two that worked the best. I was really great. Still had a lot of pain in the sense of like, it happened pretty frequently, but it wasn't 24/7 anymore. It was, maybe every other day or every couple of days or like once a day, but not as severe. So it was definitely improving. The problem is I gained 100 pounds within 6 months. My neurologist didn't want me to take those medications anymore. He was begging. He said the weight is not helping your situation. Tell him to get you off these meds. And unfortunately, when I had talked to my rheumatologist, he was explaining to me, we have tried so many different combinations, dosages. This is the only thing that works for you. I had to decide, do I want to be in pain and skinnier or with no pain and heavier? And the pain was so bad that I took the weight. I just didn't care anymore. And it didn't help my case. Like, it wasn't just the medication. I'm not completely innocent in this. Like, there were times I ate out, I ate fast food, or I didn't make the healthiest choices. But my biggest issue is that I didn't have an appetite. I would eat once a day, maybe twice, not often. And that really didn't help the situation. My nutritionist at the time, who also didn't like the medication I was on, he told me, he's like, you need to eat more. Even if you eat like smaller meals, like your metabolism has been shot. Unfortunately, if I ate, I got sick. So it was kind of like a bad cycle for me. But that's been the last 5 years of like struggling with the weight. And I kept with those medications up until my husband and I sat down and decided maybe we should start trying for a baby. I was really nervous that with all my health issues that it would be hard for me to have a child. I didn't want us to wait. So I stopped any medication I was taking when I decided to start trying for a baby with my boyfriend at the time. Then obviously you can't take the medication while you're pregnant. You can't take the medication while you're breastfeeding. So I had to wait a while. I have not started up on it yet, only because I am on new medication for other issues and I have to see if they clash with the other medications. Also, we just changed health insurances and I swear this insurance doesn't seem to cover any meds. So I'm trying to see which ones I have to kind of give up. I'm at a point where I'm taking 4 Tylenol extra strength at least once a day. It's not good. I know it's horrible for my health. I know I shouldn't, given the situations I already do have. Let's not make my health worse, but I'm kind of dealing with it the only way I can right now until I can get into a better health insurance or to have the money to buy every single medication I need. It's a lot of meds. While I was pregnant, I actually ended up losing a lot of weight in the beginning. I couldn't eat. My child made me suffer in my pregnancy. That is a whole story for another time. But I didn't really gain any weight until the end of my pregnancy. And it came out to really me not gaining anything. So after my breastfeeding, I wasn't eating again. My appetite wasn't there. I couldn't really force the eating. The weight kind of crawled back to where it was. So I decided, let's get serious. Let's try and lose some weight. Early August, I was 285 pounds and I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy with it. I know that it's not completely my fault. It is the medication. It is the fact that, I'm not as physically active because of all the pains. I'm in physical therapy almost all the time, but I still could have done things for myself. I could have done light exercises that maybe I could have found a way that it didn't hurt me. It was just so exhausting dealing with everything. At one point, my husband and I like to do birding. So we were walking, we were taking nature trails, but it got to the point where I couldn't even do that anymore right after I gave birth. I want to get back to where I was when I met my husband. I wasn't like super skinny. I don't know if I could have lost any more weight just because the way my body is. I actually liked the way I looked. I looked healthy. I was wearing size small to a medium, even though it was a higher number, but I'm okay with that. I felt good. I looked good. It was a good thing for me. Unfortunately, to do that, I do have to eat more. I'm still not perfect with all the stress. I was eating out a lot leading up to the wedding, not having time to do anything. I was just kind of eating out whenever I could, and sometimes I didn't make the healthiest decisions. Most times I didn't make the healthiest decisions. I'm not gonna lie. I also really like soda. I figured I don't eat enough, so the calories of soda isn't gonna be a problem. It still is, and I don't drink water. I don't even drink a lot of soda. It's just not drinking in general, but if I'm gonna have soda, I should have some water too. So when I made my New Year's resolutions, I don't know if I actually listed it in my last video, but one of them was to eat out less, or if I do eat out, to choose healthier options, which has been going really well for me. But right before my wedding, I had dropped to 280. I was kind of hovering. Sometimes I would drop to 276 and then I'd jump up to 280. I might have lost more because my dress was really big on me. So maybe lost more and jumped up right after the wedding. A month ago, weighed in, deciding I want to change. Drink more water, eat more smaller meals, try and get some light activity in. I'm still in physical therapy, so I haven't done anything other than my physical therapy and taking care of my son, which totally a workout, let me tell you. But I want to get better. I want to try maybe doing like one type of exercise a day, even if it's a little bit, doing 5 crunches or whatever I can manage. I don't know. That was just the first thing that came up to my mind. I want to do better. So I weighed in at 280.8, I think. I don't know the decimal, but 280 yesterday, Sunday, the 14th. I weighed in at 265.6. I'm really happy because I already lost 4 pounds into this new year and I wanted to lose 15 to 20. I'm slowing down. I definitely lost a lot in that first month, but I'm slowing down now, which I think is better in a way to keep it off. I don't want to drop weight too drastically and then eat one bad thing and I'm 30 pounds heavier. I still need to work on the intake of water. I am a lot better with the soda, but I still want to get even better. Once in a while is not a problem. I believe that anything in moderation is not terrible. I just A, need to eat more, and B, need to eat better or drink more. I haven't really gone out to eat maybe a few times, and I always chose a healthier option or just nothing too crazy. If I used to get a sandwich with fries, I just don't really eat fries. I'm taking a step in the right direction. I mean, it's working. Yeah, I'm really proud of myself. It's gonna be a long journey. My goal is to get to 190. When I had met my husband, I was about 193 and I looked actually really good. Like I said, wore size small to a medium. I felt confident. I'm okay going back to that number. I will see you guys next week for my next weigh-in. Between then, I will be posting hopefully my next book review, my gaming video, and my vlog. I'm also hoping to start implementing like a monthly story time. You guys can get to know me a little bit better. It'll be interesting. I will see you in the next video. Bye.